There's a world, a reality out there in which you have your person chasing and pursuing you. They are doing the most to get you, the most to get your attention, to get your love, to get your adoration. And did you know you can absolutely switch into that reality to experience everything that I have just mentioned? So if that's something that seems interesting for you, something you wish to experience, then you need to watch to the end of this video, and let me tell you why. In this video, I intend to explain how you can become the person that gets that kind of treatment and how you can create the reality externally that provides you that kind of treatment from your person. Because you really can make them work for you. So if that's something that you're interested in, like I say, watch to the end of this video, take notes and apply them. Hi everyone, my name is Matthew, and from this moment forward, I'm your favorite manifestation coach. I intend to show up 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, to provide you the best, most informative, and actionable manifestation advice so you can create the reality that you are scouring through videos trying to find the answer on how to create. So if that's something that you would like in a channel, I'd highly appreciate it, and you would absolutely benefit if you were to subscribe to this one and be sure to click that bell icon. As you enjoy this video, if you could drop me a like and a positive, supportive comment down below, it just really helps the algorithm and helps the channel grow. But thank you so much for your time. Into this video. The red in the intro was a little bit harsh, so I've turned it down. So how can we get your specific person making the move for you, making them work for you? Because yes, it is absolutely possible. And I can guarantee there are people who are experiencing worse things than you are right now, or have experienced worse things that have got that kind of treatment. So if they could do it, you absolutely can. But what are the 2 things that I recommend when it comes to this? Well, of course, consciousness creates your reality. So you're going to want to get your consciousness to a place that signifies that you are experiencing those things. Our subconscious mind pushes out this reality for us to experience. What your subconscious mind pushes out is what you are feeding it as your current truth. In short, we get what we are, not what we want. So if you're feeding it the information that you are an unlucky person, you'll be constantly fed things to show that you are unlucky. If you're feeding it stuff like you're the best thing since sliced bread, you're going to be getting things in reality that prove that. So when it comes to creating a reality in which your person is making the move for you, you must show it that you are the kind of person that they are currently making a move for, and that is deserving of them making a move for. So self-concept and specific person. I'll start with specific person. Like I say, your subconscious mind takes in what you are feeding it and pushes it out for you to experience. So if you're feeding it the information of, I have to be the one to text, or they just aren't interested in me, or they don't show up how I desire them to, or it's never going to work out, things of that variation, then of course you're going to experience those outcomes. So what you need to do is feed your subconscious mind a new story that details that you are currently experiencing what you wish to experience. So take a relationship, for example, in which they're pursuing you. Right now, you may be thinking things like, they're too stubborn to text me, as an example. What you wish to have is them chasing, pursuing, adoring, putting the work in. So that's what you're going to feed yourself. Now, of course, I recommend affirmations because I think they're the most versatile thing, because you can do them anytime, any place without any kind of preparation for them, as opposed to, say, SATs or scripting. But of course, you can do anything that feeds your mind the story that you are experiencing what you wish to experience. Every technique is just thought in a structured way. Scripting is written thoughts, affirmations are spoken thought, visualization are visual thoughts, inner conversation are heard thoughts, so to speak. They all do the same thing, just go with what works for you. But my general recommendation is affirmations, and if you are wanting to be pursued by your specific person, then you could simply affirm something like, specific person, of course, I'd recommend inserting their name, does the absolute most to gain my attention. or to gain my love, or to be in this relationship with me, or specific person puts the work in to make this relationship work. A specific person does everything they can to make me happy. Things like that. Of course, you can reword it, adjust it, whatever fits your speech and what you wish to experience. Those are just some fired off examples. But your goal with it, so to speak, is to understand that at present, you think in one form or another that they don't do what you desire them to do. So if you wish for them to change that up from this moment forward, you need to start thinking as though they do what you desire them to do. Pursuing, chasing, loving. Your subconscious mind is indifferent to the information you are feeding it. It simply just absorbs consistent dominant stories, pushes out reality to reflect it. So for each time you notice yourself thinking things like, they're too stubborn, for example, catch it. No, in fact, they are actually doing everything they can to make me happy. They are doing the absolute most to make sure that this relationship works. They are putting complete, full, intense work in to make sure that I am feeling loved and appreciated in this in this relationship. And you just fire those off for a couple of moments until you feel satisfaction that they are done. That it is done. That's what I recommend regarding when the thoughts come up. But if you wish to be more structured, which of course I think would be advised, when you've just woken up in the morning and just as you're falling asleep at night, 5 to 10 minutes, specific person is showing up for me in the way that I desire. Specific person is doing the absolute most to make me happy. Specific person is putting work in to make this relationship work, for example. And you just loop those over and over and over for those 5 to 10 minutes, and that helps feed your subconscious mind the story that that is what you are experiencing. By doing this, you're being proactive with the work because you're doing it morning and night without a prior catalyst. But you're also being reactive, but in a positive sense, by catching those thoughts when they come up and ensuring they're directed towards the desired outcome. This way, you are, obviously I know this is typically a statement used for bad things, but burning the candle at both ends. You are being proactive, reactive to come together to create a consistent consciousness of having. That's how you're going to want to handle the specific person side of things. Regarding self-concept, again, your subconscious mind pushes out a reflection of what you are, not what you want. If you are someone who doesn't value yourself enough to, say, stand up for your wants and needs, or doesn't feel worthy of an experience, doesn't feel good enough of an experience, and such things like that, then you will also find those stories replaying in your reality. So what you'd want to do is get an understanding of where you can grow and evolve in terms of your internal state of consciousness and how you see yourself, but also your external position in reality. If you're affirming over and over and over again that you're good enough, you're good enough, you're good enough, but you're still choosing to make actions or take actions that reflect the opposite, your choices and actions are a result of conscious decision, conscious awareness. So by making the choice to do things that is reflecting that you don't feel good enough, for example, double texting, triple texting, begging, pleading, and so on, that is directly countering the I'm good enough, I'm worthy, I'm deserving affirmations. Which is why, if you're in this pattern, you may realize that you've not particularly gone where you would like to go. So it's great to do the affirmations of I've always been good enough as I am, I'm worthy, I'm deserving, I trust myself, and things like that. But you must also ensure that aside from that, the position you take in reality reflects it. No double, triple, quadruple texting. No sitting there waiting for them to call, like, oh, am I going to get the call today? Live your best life. Work on being your best self. Do what you can to build yourself up in here and out there so you can look at yourself and say, actually, yes, I am the best thing since sliced bread. They would be lucky if I even bothered to give them a chance. Things like that. That's how you'd want to see yourself. You want to get yourself to a position where you can naturally think, they are lucky to have me. as opposed to I'm good enough, I'm good enough, I'm good enough. But then why won't you respond to me? Why is it taking you 3 hours to check my Snapchat story? Snapchat story? Do you have stories on Snapchat? Instagram story. Why have you added all of these girls on Instagram? Why have you followed all of these boys on Instagram? Which is a direct reflection of insecurity, doubt, concern, so on. So we're going to want to try to combine our inner state of consciousness with the affirmations and seeing yourself as the best thing since sliced bread, and the external position in reality, changing the habits that you have, building yourself up physically, mentally, from an intelligence perspective, and so on and so forth. The things that make you feel more confident in yourself, more secure within yourself, so that from a self-concept perspective, you are only feeding your subconscious mind. They are lucky to have me. Coupling that with the specific work you're doing for your person, that will show that they're lucky to have you and create them showing up as though they're lucky to have you, which will bring them in doing the absolute most for your love, attention, adoration, and commitment. It really is that simple. And I know many people get tripped up because they think it needs to be really complicated. They think they need the most perfect technique or to do the most spectacular routine or something like that. But it really is as simple as think favorably regarding your circumstances, as in try to focus on the desired outcome, and create a reputation with yourself in your own mind that you are actually deserving of the thing that you desire to experience. Because while you may be doing specific person work, if your self-concept is lacking, you may find yourself having those doubts and insecurities and so on creep up, which is counteracting the work you're doing, keeping you potentially in that hot and cold space, or depending on the dominancy, straight up just not receiving what you want. So combine being the best thing since sliced bread with showing that they're treating you as the best thing since sliced bread, and you will be their sliced bread. I promise you, it will happen. It is inevitable. You just need to stay consistent. I really hope this video has helped. If it has, drop me a like and a comment to let me know. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to click that bell icon. And if you need any one-to-one help to break down the barriers of your reality, once you've finished this video, drop the like, drop the comment, head over to my website, which is linked down below in the comment section. Sign up for whatever feels best for you, and let's get you on the right track to getting your success. But thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.